Hey there, Addy here. I got my first smoker for Father's Day. Like many people on YouTube, I stumbled into Lowe's on Memorial Day weekend and found that they had the Pit Boss 850DX on sale for only $3.99. And having looked it up many times elsewhere, that was a pretty significant discount. It actually made it attainable. The funny thing is we went into Lowe's only to really kind of look around and price out for a future purchase. But it just kind of wound up being the right call, and so my wife agreed to it for it being my Father's Day present. And originally I was going to get it super early. Lowe's had a ton of delays, and so it only just now arrived a couple days before Father's Day. I guess it works out. And they had already built it for me, even though I didn't pay for that. This thing rules. I got it out. I got it set up. I got a first hot burn going on it to burn off all the junk. And I decided to make a pork loin. Not a pork tenderloin, but a pork loin. We got this big giant log, 7 point something pounds of just pork. I divided it into thirds, choosing to vacuum seal and freeze the other 2/3 to eat later on. And even just doing this was too much meat. We are going to have so much leftovers. I don't know how we're going to eat any of it. Went ahead and let it rest out in room temperature for just a little bit. Lathered it up in oil as a binder. I'm still working my way up to mustard. I'll get there one day. And then did some salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of Italian seasoning on there on all sides, including the fat cap. Got it nice and seasoned up. Let that sit for about 20 minutes. I was really rushing for time, and this got delivered pretty early in the day, but we were painting the house. And so the number one thing I'm learning with smokers right away, unlike the grill, especially for that burn off, you need a lot more prep time than you think. That meat's gonna sit before you're ready to eat it, or you're gonna be wishing it was done already, because it took a very long time to warm up to temperature, because you're supposed to burn off for like 30-40 minutes with a normal gas grill like I'm used to. That's no problem. Fire it up, burn it, you're good to go. No, it took like 30 to 40 minutes to get to that point, and then it had to burn off for that long. That was a little bit unexpected. Should have been expected. It caught me off guard, so I was really pushing for time to actually get dinner done for when we wanted to, but went ahead, lathered up that pork in some seasoning, let it sit for about 20 minutes as the pellet grill came kind of down to temperature. Put it at about 275. Went ahead and threw it in there right in the middle and just kind of left it alone. Put in my combustion ink predictive thermometer. My Wi-Fi was having a ton of issues. I could not get the grill on my Wi-Fi at all. I connected through Bluetooth, updated the firmware, but could never get it on my actual Wi-Fi. I gotta play around with my extenders. Went ahead and it took about an hour and 45 minutes to come up to 135. A little bit longer than expected, but not too bad. Wrapped it up into some foil, and it was good to go. Let it rest. Made some homemade mashed potatoes while I was at it, which were absolutely delicious. Unwrapped that thing, cut into it. I expected to have ruined it. I've never done this before. That's not true. For my dad's birthday, I posted on the vlog. I took some pork belly and made some bacon in my dad's pellet grill. But he already had it like prepped and everything from doing a brisket earlier that morning, so I didn't really get the full experience. It did sell me on a smoker, but I didn't get the full experience. So there was a lot of nerve-wracking time management and juggling and just trying to figure out what to expect for the first time. But otherwise, it was dead simple. Load up the hopper. I went with the Pit Boss Competition blend, and then I got some Royal Oak charcoal pellets that I mixed in there. Loaded that up. Put the meat on once it came up to temperature, and basically just leave it alone for an hour and a half, and you have delicious, juicy, flavorful meat. I was expecting it to come out dry because I didn't have a water pan. I didn't mess with it much. I didn't brine it. I didn't know what I was doing, and it was pork loin instead of tenderloin. It was so juicy. It wasn't melt in your mouth tender, given the cut of meat that it was, but it was delicious. And it was just a very encouraging experience. It's one thing to watch a bunch of these food YouTubers and think you get it just for the process. With any sort of cooking, not just smoking, but especially a new appliance. And then you go to do it, and there's a lot of shifts and micro decisions and whatever you have to make in the moment to figure out if you are doing it right and to actually pull something off. And this was a very, very encouraging experience. The barrier to entry was super low. It was very easy to just pick up and go. All you had to do was give yourself a lot of extra headroom with time. After that, we had a little fire pit going, enjoy a nice little June evening here with my kiddo running around like crazy making s'mores. Pretty good night. I cannot wait to get into ribs and pulled pork. I even have some dessert ideas I'm going to be doing. I want to do some of those mashed potatoes on the pellet grill. I'm very excited. Go check out my blog if you're into picky eater kind of learning to do stuff. Neurospicy.cooking is the URL linked in the description. We'll have some more of that kind of stuff actually on here. I just wanted to make a video about the pellet grill. It was great. Yeah. Good food. Remember to be kind. Rewind.